I know that I'm supposed to make a whole bunch of flashy cuts and things like that, and make it super motivational and things. But it's Monday. All I really want to know is, have you already set your weekly goals? Have you already decided on what it is that you're going to do now? Like for the rest of the week, do you already know what you're going to do? Because if you don't, then you're just gonna be going through the day just whatever. I know obviously you probably have to work. Got it. Obviously you probably have to eat. Got it. But I'm pretty sure there's some other things that you want to do, goals that you have that go beyond the week, that some steps are required now that you should be taking that you're currently not taking. And you haven't done it and you're trying to figure out, well, how do I make that dream become a reality if I don't have the time? But if you set the goals to put steps in that little goal thing that you set, then you got a higher possibility of actually doing it. And I know that I don't sound super polished and super professional when I'm saying this, but I understand that if I want to achieve a goal, I have to set it out the steps that I need. And in order to make that happen, I have to actually write it down, or I have to at least order it out. I don't care if I have to put it in a tablet, if I have to write it down on a spiral notebook. It doesn't really matter what I have to do. If I gotta type it into my phone, whatever it takes to make that happen. Once I put that goal down and I say, okay, this is what I'm gonna do, this is the steps that it's gonna take in order to make that happen. And then daily, weekly, set up something that says, hey, look, this is what I'm gonna do. And then daily do something that aims towards that goal. All of a sudden that goes comes a little bit closer and a little bit closer and a little bit closer. So I have to ask you again, it's Monday. Have you set your weekly goal, for your monthly goal, for your 6 month goal, for your year goal, for your 10-year goal? I mean, you only got one life and you probably got 1,000 goals that you want to accomplish. And you can't accomplish that if you're just, I don't know, sitting and just kind of just running through life. Because that's the difference between an adult and a child. A child will just go throughout life, whatever. An adult actually stops and says, okay, I know I got time and I might be living for a while, but it's also short. And if I don't do what I have to do, I can never do what it is that I want to do. So if I want that to happen, there's only one way to make that happen. And that's to clearly understand the goal in your mind, even in writing it down, and then clearly understanding most of the steps that you're gonna have to take in order to get there. There has to be some point A and there has to be some point destination. There has to be that. If you don't have that, then, well, you don't achieve the goal that you set out to do. Yes, you can have a mental toughness. You can have your mindset could be, oh, this is what I'm gonna. But if you are not clear on the goal, look, let's put it like this. If you're religious, in any religion that you know is mind over matter, right? So if you don't actually, like, if you don't, like, for Christians, if you don't pray about it, if you don't ask God for it, you don't get it. With Allah, it's Muslims. You figure out what the goal is, and then you set steps to make it happen. Yeah, they're a little bit, just a tad bit more practical when it comes to it. Buddha, Hinduism, same thing. It all boils down to the same thing. And then atheists is the same thing. Spirituality is the same thing. You figure out what the goal is, and then you put it into motion. You set it into the motion. That's always the case. So I ask you one more good time. Have you set your weekly goals yet? Because I have, and I'm on it. So